Okay, let me reiterate here because we had some issues. And the issue was with me sharing with you. There we go. So let me share. All right, now I want to ask you a question. Can everybody see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. So now that I'm sharing with you, all right, we're going to, now that we've started to create, or after we have finished creating this isometric view, then we're going to create these orthographic views, okay? Now, we're going to start with the front view. And that's as if you were standing here looking at the front of this building. So initially, you're going to have to decide what part of your building represents the front, because we're going to start with the front orthographic view here. So if I'm standing here looking directly at the building, I see this surface here, which is this surface here, this surface, that surface, the balcony projection, which is here, and then lastly, this surface here, all right? So notice that when you lay out these orthographic views, we're going to start with the horizontal plane, okay? Horizontal plane. See all of these, the rear, the front, and the right side, they all share the same horizontal plane. Okay? Good. You want to make sure that you get that horizontal plane above where your text is going to be. And we know we have a quadrant here, right? So we want to try to get this starting with this front view, kind of get it centered within this quadrant, but making sure that all of the planes are in alignment, like here. Good. And then we're going to do the front view first, and then we're going to project up like this. If I were to project a line straight up this way, it would form this side of the top view, and I project it up this way, it would form the other side, right? So, of course, the top view as if you were suspended from above and looking down, right? So I see this rectangular shape here. I see the ridge of this roof. This is a ridge of this roof here, and then it kind of slopes down, okay? Good. So we're going to do the front view, the top view, and then we're going to do the right side, okay? Front, okay, top, and then the right side. So if I'm standing here looking at it, what do I see? I see this surface here. I see this sloped portion right here. Good. And I see the projection of the balcony. And of course, the left side would be opposite. Okay, the left side would be opposite. And then the rear view looks like this, where I would just see this slope portion here. I would see this basic shape and then the slope portion there, okay? So that's how you're going to work the orthographic views using the isometric view as a basis. And the measurements that you have here should be transferred here. Okay, these measurements here in terms of views should be transferred to each view here. Now, also notice that if I were to project, now that I have a horizontal plane, the same for all these views here, I also can project over this way, like this, and get the top of the roof. I can project over here and get the top of that gable projection. I can project over like this and get the height of the balcony, right? So we're going to project up, and we're going to project laterally or horizontally to keep everything in alignment. All right. So now let me stop sharing for a moment. And what I want us to do is to go back to D2L. Actually, I could have not. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to weeks 5 and 6. What we're going to do right now, we're going to watch a video. That is, after you have completed the isometric drawing, then you're going to watch this video. If you're still working on the isometric drawing, please continue to do so. But if you have finished the isometric drawing, and I have looked at it and approved it, okay, then what you're going to do next is go to weeks 5 and 6 here, and go to creating orthographic views from a isometric view.
So we're watching the video right now, right?
Right. If you have completed the isometric view, okay, then you're going to watch this video right here. So that's what those of you who have finished the isometric view, and I've kind of approved it, looked at it, please watch the video here. All right. Now I'm opening up questions for anybody who has additional questions relative to the isometric view. Anybody?
Yeah, Mr. Williams, I
Yes.
have a question. So I watched your recording from last class, and I was working on the first,
Isometric?
Yeah, that, but I'm not really sure how to draw like the other part. I draw like the outline of it a little bit.
Sure. So initially, let's share your screen with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to stop sharing so you can share.
I think. Okay. Hold on.
So while Angelina's getting ready, after you watch the video, I want you to share your screen with me, okay? How
do I stop this?
Before you start the orthographic views.
Let me, give me 1 second.
It's okay. If you want to send me a picture or something, that's fine, because I forget you don't have this software, so.
Yeah, let me send you a photo because it's hard to flip my computer over.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and do that, okay? So as you're creating these orthographic views, with the front view, you should scale the dimensions from the isometric to create the orthographic. So that means the dimensions between the isometric and the orthographic should be the same because you're scaling these distances.